This video I'm going to show you the proper way to wrap a cable. I'm going to show you the only way to wrap a cable to save your cables for as long as you possibly can. It is called over and under. The reason I had to make this is I was watching a DJ's video and I'm going to show you the way he was wrapping a cable and it will destroy your cable. I'm going to show you the way he was wrapping this cable. You've definitely seen a lot of people wrap extension cords this way. I don't even wrap my extension cords this way. But an extension cord is a lot stronger than an XLR. An XLR cable, quarter-inch cable, an RCA, all of these cables have a lot more copper in them, and once the copper starts getting twisted, you start losing signal and you go buy new cables. The wrong way to wrap a cable. Like this. As you can see, the cable is twisting every time you do that. I'm going to show you an extension cord that over time has been wrapped over the elbow, and you're going to see what happens to it. Here it is. You can see it's just twisted the whole way, man. This is from wrapping the cable like so. I can over and under just as fast as anybody can do it over their elbow. It just takes time to learn. Lesson number 1 on how to over and under a cable. You definitely want to learn how to do this because it will save your cables in the long run. First, we're going to do it with this extension cord right here just because I think you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Then I'm going to do it with an XLR cable also. So you're going to start out with a loop. You're going to pinch here. You're going to turn the cable in to make the second loop. You can see that. And then again, you're going to go normal. And then you're going to pinch the cable. You're going to turn it in. There you go. And if you notice also, when you let it unwrap, it'll fall straight down. No knots. No knots. So again, it's like this. You're going to pinch, pull it in, wrap it up, pinch and pull it in, wrap it up, pinch and pull it in, wrap it up, pinch, up, pinch and turn, up, pinch and turn, up. You just continue to go over and under, over, under, over, under, over, and under, with of course a nice little wrap to tie them up. To unwrap this, you never have knots. Not to one knot in my cable. Now I'm going to do it super fast and you can see that I can over and under a cable just as fast as anybody can do it over their shoulder. I've just been practicing for a long time. I gotta tell you, just recently I was actually showing off doing some over and under. Not only do I DJ, I also run camera for a lot of big comedians in Baltimore and DC and Virginia. I don't know if you've ever heard of the comedian Chelsea Handler. She also has a show out, it's called Chelsea Lately. You'd probably know her from there more than anything. I ran camera for her a couple weeks ago in Richmond, Virginia. Then she had a book signing afterwards, and we were tearing all of our equipment down while the book signing was going on. So they made this huge line through the theater of like 2,000 people that I had to work around and get an XLR cable out, and I had to get my camera triax cable back. Because I am an entertainer, I always like to entertain. I was doing an over and under on an XLR run that was probably about 300 feet long. Everybody was watching just because there really wasn't anything else to watch. It was just cool to be able to entertain people with doing over and under on an XLR cable. Then I had to go back for the triax cable, which is even bigger than this, and the loop has to probably be about that big. Once you get about halfway through it, that boy starts getting real heavy, and if you can't over and under, you can't even wrap a triax cable. Here we go. I'm going to try and wrap this extension cord up super speed, doing over and under. Turn on your stopwatch, right about now. Time. And this is a 50-foot extension cord. Now, the most important XLR cables, quarter-inch cables, RCAs, all that stuff. This is the delicate stuff. This is a 50-foot cable. We're gonna go ahead and do the over and under, and you definitely will not be able to see it as good because it's a black cable. So you're gonna start like so. You're gonna pinch right about here. You're gonna turn that in. I gotta tell you, the hardest part is getting the circle right. But once you figure out where your pinch is, then the circle will be perfect every time. You can see my second circle is actually a little bit smaller. That was the under. And if you need to adjust it, you can just push it a little bit. Now it's the same size. So again, we're going over, pinch, pull it up. It's the under, over, come up. Oh, that one started messing up a little bit. Over, under, over, we'll pinch right here, pull it this way, make the loop. So it's kind of, essentially you're bringing it onto itself and down. So over, under, over. Oh, almost missed it. Under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. And then again, a nice little tie, so you can tie your cable together and it'll always be nice. The one thing to be warned about when doing over and under is this. You have the ends of your cables, one on this side, one on this side. You always want these to stay where they are. If this cable falls through the hole and comes out the wrong side, you can see you're gonna get a knot right there. That knot will continue to be there as you unwrap your entire cable. This is another cool thing you can do if your cables are all wrapped over and under and you got to set up really quick and you're getting ready to do your speakers. You have your XLR cable. You can hold on to this end and you can actually throw the cable and it will straighten itself out. There will be no knots whatsoever. Here we go. We got the cable, and say we have a speaker set up way down at that door. I'm going to see if I can throw this XLR and get it all the way down there. You are going to hold on to the end that you want near you, which is going to be the female. You always want to keep the female near you. We're going to take the cable, and I'm just going to hold on to this end as I throw it, and it's going to go all the way down to the door. All the way down to the door, no knots, it's ready to go. I'm now going to go to the other end of this XLR cable and I'm going to do an over and under, and we'll see how fast I can wrap this XLR cable. Start your stopwatch now. Over, under, 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 and over. And again, always remember, put ties on your cables. Good luck with learning how to over and under a cable. I'm telling you, it is definitely almost as frustrating as learning how to match beats. But you will get it, and as soon as you do, you'll be saving yourself money on cables. Paul the DJ, Charm City DJs, holla at ya boy.